Hey guys, Philly here, welcome back to another video. Today we have a ton of different things that they've added into update 12 to sort of pad the update out a little bit, which I think is awesome. So we got a ton of new things that are being added. We're going to cover them today, but before we get into that, I just want to mention that 83% of you guys who watch my videos aren't subscribed. Now, if my channel does help you out, please consider subscribing. It is free after all, and it definitely helps me out a ton. Anyway, let's get right into this video. So the first thing they added is a new guild inspect. So this was in the game before, but it didn't really work that well. So if you come over to here and I was like inspect my guild members like this, sometimes it doesn't work. I think they're still ironing out some of the issues with it, but yeah, as you can see, it does work occasionally. Like if I was to go across onto certain members like this guy, it worked before. There we go, alright? So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. They're still figuring it out. It's definitely a hard thing to do, I think. But it's very, very cool. So, if you're in a guild and you want to inspect a certain member, like see what they're wearing or see what they look like, you can do that. So, I think that's really cool. The next thing that they added into the game is the angel forms and demon forms now give different stats. So, this is really cool. So, what I mean by angel forms, demon forms. So, if you come across to here, these are the demon forms, as you can see. These top ones are all called demon after them, and then these ones below that are called angels. So the way these forms work is they give different bonus stats depending on what they are. So if you were to go into this is the demon form. The best demon form in the game now gives crit chance and crit damage, which is absolutely insane, right? It's just really, really cool. Right? But if you, for say, have a bunch of damage and you want to PvP a little bit better or something like that, you can go to the angel form, sorry, and then you get a bunch of dodge rating instead of crit damage, so you can dodge more often. So I think this is really cool. It definitely does make your stats look a lot nicer as well. If I was to go into my stats now with the angel forms, you can see I have 56% crit chance and 210% crit damage, which is absolutely insane in my opinion. That is a huge buff to my stats, and it will be a buff to everyone who is maxed out, which means even more like reason to go and max out your stats and prestiges and all that stuff. Anyway, right, the next thing that we're going to get into is guild slot purchases. So you can now buy more slots for your guild with gold zenny. Now this doesn't cost Robux, so you can do it in game and legit if you want to. I will say this does cost an absolute bank breaking amount. It is a lot. So if you come over to here and you come over to guild settings, you can now buy member slots. Now don't worry, they don't all cost 10,000 gold zenny per one. The first one is like 250 gold zenny, and it scales up pretty quickly, and then the last slot for the guild to hit 10 extra, you get 10 extra slots, right? If you buy them all, you can get 10 extra slots, but the first one's like 250 gold, and the last one is 10,000 gold, so it definitely ramps up quite fast and quite hard, and it can be really, really expensive, because by the end of it, I bought all of it with Robux, pretty much. I bought all of the gold with Robux, and I think it cost me around 5,000 Robux. It wasn't cheap, definitely wasn't cheap. But at the end of the day, I don't mind because I want to have all the members. So currently I have 17 out of 25 members. We are still recruiting members for the guild. Shout out to a couple of the new members who joined today and all the members who are currently in my guild. But very, very cool stuff. I'm going to be recruiting over the weekend or over the week and making sure I have a max guild. But we'll see what happens. The next thing that they added is a new flying trail. Now this is the last thing they added. So if you don't know what I mean, pretty much when you fly, there's this little like, I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's this little, like, kind of like glidey trail thing that follows you behind. It's pretty cool. It's a little visual effect that just adds to the game a little bit. But yeah, that's pretty much everything they added for Update 12. Now, this is out on new servers, so if you go into private servers, you will get all these buffs. This should be out today as well for everyone else. But yeah, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and like, and I will see you guys in the next video.